Okay. Right, guys, over here we've constructed flower beds. So now flower pots are expensive to plant in. But what we've done, these are old pig hooks that we used to have on Solomon farms, yeah? And what we've done is we've converted these pig hooks and we've actually now built flower beds around them. So we've taken the bricks 4 lines high, and what we do is the first line of bricks over here, I'll show you later, but just to give you an idea, our first line of bricks there is all compost and sand. We then do another line of compost, we do another line of sand, and another line of compost. And then it all gets mixed together, and this will be ready for planting by next month when we get the new seedlings in to start planting. What happens the minute you've got it like this, it's like I've shown you in the drums, it is safe, it is secure, it is away from weather, it is protected, it's not so easy to get it flooded. And we're going to do a whole greenhouse over this whole section. We are actually going to net it and do a greenhouse, and I'll take you step by step through that as well, that we're going to do the greenhouse. But first, before we do the greenhouse, we actually just do our pot plants, so when the plants come in, we can at least get the plants in safely, and then the greenhouse can come on top of it as the season progresses. But we've got space to get our seedlings into. This is what the empty flower pot looks like. It's just basically you put your 4 lines bricks, it's empty, and you're going to fill it up here, and then this is good to plant whatever you're going to plant in here. As we're going to plant habaneros in here, we're safe. It's away from flooding, it's away from the ground, it's away from even the black frost traveling through the soil. It's not really going to get to this. So as you can see, all our old pig hooks we're utilizing, we're making, and we're going to make a big flower section out of this, a big greenhouse section out of this. Okay, guys, yeah, you can see here's another one we've prepared. This has got its layers of cardboard at the bottom, cardboard, paper, compost, sand, and more compost. You can see what we do here is we break the compost up fine, because what you want is for your roots, when you eventually mix this in with the soil underneath it, what you want, your roots are still small on your seedlings, so you want them to penetrate easy into ground, into compost. You don't want chunks of compost where the roots are going to have difficulty penetrating in. So we try to smooth it out as much as we can, so when we do mix it and when we do put the roots can penetrate into it quite easily. This basically, we'll show you on this section. So here's a flower bed going across here. There's another flower bed going across there. So what happens here is, you can see now, we've put the cardboard at the bottom of it. And at the bottom of the cardboard here, then you've got your first layer of compost. After first layer of compost, you can see this way, what we do is we come in with the layer of sand. And after this layer of sand comes another layer of compost. Then after that we mix it all in well, and it's ready for planting. We will take, we've got a small one here. Okay, what I got here is also biodegradable chili bags. You know, the chili bags that you get from market, but these are old ones because the strings are broken. So what we do is we put them at the bottom as well, just to get them out the way, but they're also biodegradable, so you can use them at the bottom of your pit. And same thing, this works as a sponge, so if there's too much water, it actually soaks in the water. So we use them, just a few of them, just at the bottom of your thing, just to help for the biodegradable compost and for the soaking of water. Eleni, you know from previous videos, yeah, that's Eleni, and here's Martin. Martin, come. Okay, I'm just as dirty. Excuse the way we look. This is our working clothes. This is our dirty clothes. This is our farming clothes. You know the story. So what you do is you start this off with the layer of this is just old cement bags that we're using. Just basically put it all on the bottom over here. Start off with the cement bags. It's just there to help. It's biodegradable, so it's going to help to hold water, and this will eventually turn to compost as well. So we put it on the bottom to soak up any water, excess water. It's a good water retainer, for any excess water. So just put it on the bottom of your thing, all your cement bags, any paper, any industrial paper, anything, you can use at the bottom of it. It's going to get soil on top of it, it's going to get sand on top of it. We've got old cardboard boxes you can use. Then you just use your old cardboard boxes, build it up slowly. As you build it up, then on top of this will come your compost, which I will show you. It is advisable that you try and cut your piece of cardboard as small as possible. The smaller they are, the quicker they'll turn into compost themselves and degrade, and the more water they can absorb, because they're going all over the place, so the fibers actually soak into the water. Right guys, so this is the first stage of what our flower pot looks like. So it's got the chili bags underneath it, which is also a biodegradable organic substance. It's got the cardboard on top of it, which is biodegradable and also a good water retainer. You've seen our compost factories. Then this is all the compost from our compost factory. It's all just clean. There's nothing harmful or anything with this compost. So what happens with this is we give a layer of this compost right on the top of it, cover it all up nicely, and this is still going to be broken up into finer compost as well. Some of it is already fine because it's coming out of the kraal. Give it a nice layer of compost, cover all the compost up, cover all the cardboard up. You can actually smell the compost, the donkey from the factories. Okay, as you can see, this is 2 buckets of compost, but as we're going to break the compost up finer, it's going to become, it's going to sink, and this already is helping the cardboard sink. So we need to add in another 2 buckets of compost into here, which we will do in a second. Alright guys, so this is our 3rd bucket of compost that's coming into this bed. And bucket number 4. Any kind of compost you've got on your farm is good, whether it be cow, whether it be horse, whether it be donkey. If you're going to use pig compost, also a good compost, pig compost. But the problem with pig compost is it contains too much uric acid. So if you've got any pork on your farm, any pigs on your farm, what's advisable is to collect the compost, put it in a heap, and leave it for a season. So all the uric acid can work out of the compost, and use the pig compost in the 2nd season. Do not try use the pig compost straight the 1st season, because of the acid levels in it. It can affect your plants. So rather let it just decompose by itself and use it the 2nd year round. Okay, so over here we've got our 2nd, 3rd and 4th bucket of compost. So now this bed consists of a layer of cardboard underneath it, compost. So what's going to happen, this comes up to our 2nd brick. So the 3rd brick over here, we're going to put soil into it, and then we're going to put more compost into it over there to make it a complete thing. So this is stage 2 of our flower bed. We're going to get Moses. You saw our machine compost crusher. He's going to crush all this compost for us, and then we'll put a layer of sand on top of it. Yeah, Moses, our champion here, he's another machine here. Basically, when the compost is dry, donkey compost especially, very easy, just rub it together and it all disintegrates into a fine little powder. And then once we mix that into the soil, so in other words, your bed over here, this bed hasn't got its compost. This has got the cardboard at the bottom, then it's got its compost, then it's got soil, and now on top of this is going to come another layer of compost like that. So what we do is we mash the compost finely, and after we've mashed the compost finely, then we go through it 2-3 times with the spade and mix the soil and the compost together. And that should give you a ready flower bed ready for planting. Say thank you, Moses.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, this is what with 4 buckets of compost. Moses has come through it. It's all nice and fine. This has all been fine-tuned and ready to go. So at the bottom of this, remember we started off with our chili bags. Then we went with our cardboard boxes, biodegradable, to soak up water and to help. Then we came in with 4 buckets of compost, and we've managed to mince up the compost as much as possible so we get to this kind of effect. On top of this now is going to come sand, and on top of that sand is going to come another layer of compost, and then all of that is going to get mixed together. Move away. Sure. Okay, guys, so what we've got here is our soil. Ordinary garden soil, ordinary sand, ordinary soil, just that we get from the top of our fields there. So ordinary soil. So on top of the cardboard, on top of the compost comes the soil now. Okay. As the soil starts coming in, you take all the fine clots, start breaking up your fine clots in them. Just hit them against the wall. Any roots that you see in it, take out, because there might still be some roots in it, and just layer it out, spread it out, and just break up the fine. You always want your soil to be as fine as possible. So when your roots do grow down, then the soil is fine, and the roots of your plant can penetrate into the soil with ease. The minute there's clots like this, the root is going to suffer to penetrate into it. So that's another good thing of these rocks. If there's any fine pieces, you just rub it against here, and it actually just disintegrates. Okay. Next one. Next one. Okay, so basically we've got our soil here. We still need a lot more soil. Basically you want your soil to come up to this brick over here. So now, and then you're going to lay another layer of compost. So we're going to go collect more soil out in the fields and then bring it here. And then after that soil, then it will get another layer of compost, and then all of it will get mixed together. So at the end of the day, you're going to come with this under this, and then you can see it gets a layer of sand on top of that, till that much sand, and on top of that sand gets a layer of compost like that. And after this is done, then it's all mixed together, and that's your flower bed. Okay, so basically another bucket going in there. Again, leveling it out. Get your plots, break up your plots. Level out, level out. This is still going to come through and get worked fine. Okay, so basically over here what we need is about another 5 buckets, and after that we'll start with our compost on top of it, and after the compost on top of it, then we'll mix this in with, we'll mix our sand and our compost together to give it a smoothness, to end up with a product like we are there, where Moses Veggie. Okay, you can see, so that was our soil, then it's got compost on top of it, we've broken it down finely, and yeah, we've mixed it together, and this is the end product of the soil and the compost getting mixed together. Now you can see here, we've got little clots of compost there, and we've got soil, so it's all mixed together very, very finely, your compost and your soil. So whatever you're going to put in there, there's already good food for it, good nutrition, good proteins, good everything. It's broken down finely, mixed together, compost and soil, and ready to go, ready to get planted. The beautiful end product there. Thank you for watching the Solomon Way, guys. I know this program wasn't very entertaining, and I don't guarantee that all our programs are going to be entertaining, but they are going to be very educational, and we're going to teach you how to make a lot of money on these programs with very little investment. So keep on watching. We'll give you money ideas on how to take something, develop it into a fully grown thing, harvest it, and make money out of it, and produce it still. We are still going to show you end production of the whole products. So please like and subscribe, and carry on watching, guys. I promise you this will be very beneficial for you. You will make money by watching what I can teach you.